Yeah, you're right. Unbelievable to win with 97. Yeah, Superfoal Chevy was great. Thank you to Trackhouse. We weren't very good in practice. And
The broadcast call said it all, folks. You've just seen one of the greatest performances in the history of road racing in NASCAR. Shane van Gisbergen had just erased a 29-second deficit in 18 laps, passed Ty Gibbs with 7 laps remaining, and crossed the finish line 7.288 seconds ahead of Michael McDowell. Then he signed a rugby ball, kicked it into the crowd, and a kid in the front row caught it. That is the full picture of what Go Bowling at the Glen produced on May 10th, 2026. Here is what every driver said after one of the most remarkable days Watkins Glen International has ever seen. Shane van Gisbergen, winner. Gisbergen started from the pole having won it on his 37th birthday Saturday, led 74 of 100 laps, and secured his 7th NASCAR Cup Series win, all on road or street courses, in just 62 starts. This was also the first time he won in the no. 97 his personal career number, making it uniquely significant. In victory lane, SVG stated, "Unbelievable to win with 97. The Superfoal Chevy was great. Thank you to Trackhouse. We weren't very good in practice, and then qualifying was amazing. Good tweaks. And then today, so what a race car. And then Steven made great calls. I wasn't sure how it was going to work, and then to run them down like that, very, very special to do 2 in a row." Crew Chief Stephen Doran summarized the strategy philosophy simply, he likes to be on offense, so we put him there and just let him go do his thing. The pivotal moment came on lap 62 when Ty Gibbs, Connor Zilisch, and most of the field pitted under caution. SVG stayed out and immediately regretted it on the radio. The thought I had was when Tyler Rock and I stayed out and then it looked like the whole field pitted, I went, oh, stiff. He pushed hard on old tires, pitted under green on lap 77, and rejoined 29 seconds behind the leaders with 24 laps remaining. His spotter Josh Williams began feeding him gap information coming out of turn 1 on every lap of detail that proved critical. SVG explained at first, I think it was 27 seconds, 20 laps, so I was a bit worried. Then their tires weren't going to get any newer. Once they fell off into the 75, 76s, it was a pretty cool feeling. When the gap in seconds dropped below the laps remaining, I sort of knew it was going to happen at that point. That's one of the best moments you can have as a driver. On carving through traffic, some people were nice and laying over, which is cool. The people that didn't, you had to put good moves on. That's the most fun. SVG described the overall drive as potentially the best of his career, a statement that carries weight from a 3-time Repco Supercars champion. NASCAR commentator Mike Joy compared him to Dan Gurney, the standard for great road course drivers in American racing history. With 7 Cup road course wins, SVG sits just behind Tony Stewart 8 and Jeff Gordon 9 all-time. His final post-race assessment, it's not easy. Everyone's really good. There was a lot of pressure there. I think McDowell was good. Connor was good. Tyler Reddick. There were some really good guys and a lot of pressure. So just stoked for these guys, to execute every facet of our game. Speechless. This is so cool. Michael McDowell, 2nd place. McDowell started P2 alongside SVG, dropped as far as 27th during mid-race strategy cycles, and still recovered to finish 2nd for the No. 71 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet. He had top 5 finishes at COTA and Mexico earlier in 2026, making this the 3rd road course top 5 of the season for the operation. On his honest read of the gap to SVG, there were moments where I thought, maybe we can hang with SVG, and it felt like he was just pacing himself off me. He'd take back off. On the final stint, that last stop we came out right with him, and he still had a bit of pace on us. So we got a little work to do, but it's a good building block. On his recovery from 27th, we restarted there 27th. I wasn't sure how that was going to work out, but we made pretty quick work to get near the top 10. Crew Chief Travis Peterson drew specific praise for resecuring track position when it was needed most. McDowell closed. 2nd is awesome. It's great to get momentum back on our side. Ty Gibbs, 3rd place. Gibbs led 17 laps 2nd most in the race and had the result in hand after SVG's late green flag stop. But his team committed to fuel saving for the final 39 laps, making it impossible to mount a defense against SVG's superior tire advantage. His first career Cup win came at Bristol in April 2026, and this marked his second top 5 at Watkins Glen best career finish at the track. His candid admission, yeah, honestly, just a little frustrating because I wish we could keep racing. Unfortunately, just had to save some fuel there. On improvements made to the program, a lot of things have changed since the last race here, and I think we've made some good changes, and I'll just keep going forward and keep working hard. Very blessed and fortunate to be in this position in this car. Chase Briscoe, 4th place. Back-to-back top 5 finishes at Watkins Glen for Briscoe in the No. 19 JGR Toyota, the track where he statistically performs best in the Cup Series. Crew Chief James Small managed the strategy throughout a difficult day to maximize the result. Briscoe stated, "It's tough whenever you're trying to save and then you're trying to run hard enough so all those guys that pitted don't catch you. But I can see the leaders, so you want to go." On where the team stands, we just weren't great kind of all day long and just lacked a little bit. So I need to go back to the drawing board. But yeah, overall, just a great day for us. Tyler Reddick, 5th place. The championship leader leaves Watkins Glen with a 129-point advantage over 2nd place, Denny Hamlin. 8 top 5s in 12 races define the consistency of the No. 45 23XI Racing Toyota this season, but the final stage nearly went far worse. After the final caution restart, Reddick had matched Speed's pace, then something changed. Just something was not right. Doesn't seem like we had a problem with the tires or whatever, but just didn't fire off good, and we started bleeding really bad. He made the call to pit, reset on fresh rubber, and clawed back through traffic. His summary, for as bad as we were free-falling there in Stage 3, for this Camry to come home 5th, got to be pretty happy with it. Austin Dillon, 6th place. First top 10 of the entire 2026 season for Austin Dillon and the No. 8 RCR Chevrolet at a track that is statistically his worst on the schedule. Crew Chief Richard Boswell called an aggressive short pit early that secured track position for the remainder of the race. Dillon, man, God is so good. We work really hard on these road races. I put a lot of effort into them to get better. On fuel management, I probably should have pushed a little harder because I actually made it back all the way around on fuel. Then the teammate moment, he scared me into the bus stop with like 2 to go. He just gave up on saving fuel and he ran out at the line. It was kind of fun getting him back by the line. RCR teammate Kyle Busch finished 8th, his second top 10 in 3 weeks after running out of fuel at the finish line. 2 RCR cars in the top 10 simultaneously for the first time in an extended period. Connor Zilisch, 20th place. The hardest result of the day to process. Zilisch qualified 5th, ran door-to-door with SVG through multiple stages, and was tracking toward his first career Cup top 5 finish before a flat right front tire on lap 92 ended his day. His account, yeah, I'm not sure, honestly, what actually cut the tire there at the end. We were running on those tires for a long time. Not surprised to see it happen necessarily. The frustration, we had a really good day going. At worst, we were going to get ourselves our first top 5 and walk out of here with something. The self-awareness, I needed last year's race length of about 92 laps, and I probably would have been a little better. He immediately credited his teammate. Congrats to Shane, Trackhouse, Eker Engines, everybody who makes this happen. It's really cool what we've built on these road courses. The rest of the field. Oj Allmendinger 7th, despite being in a hole on strategy, Trent did a great job to get us back in position to at least be on the offensive side. Austin Cindric 9th. In a lot of ways, we maximized our day with points in most stages, and earning a top 10 is a really good day for us. John Hunter Nemechek 10th. A lot of work has been done on road courses in the offseason. Car, myself, and we showed it today. Ryan Blaney 11th, who also signed a long-term contract extension with Team Penske this week, noted a nose-caving hit from the No. 24 Byron spin cost him positions he couldn't fully recover. Chris Boucher 12th. Watkins Glen is a track I really look forward to. I've been good here, I've won here. And Brad Keselowski 34th kept it short, bad finish. We had a lot of speed, had some brake problems. On to the All-Star in Charlotte next. All 4 Hendrick Motorsports cars finished 20th or worse, the first such result since June-July 2005 at Sonoma. Larson 23rd, Elliott 24th, Bowman 25th, Byron 36th. Post-race inspection concluded without issue. The nose. 17 and 88 cars were taken to NASCAR's R&D Center in Concord, North Carolina for further inspection. The NASCAR All-Star Race moves to Dover Motor Speedway next, May 17, 1 p.m. ET on FS1, HBO Max, Mr. and Sirius XM NASCAR Radio.